3, 2, 1.
So today was Non-Binary People's Day. So, non-binaries, here's the attention you ordered, and now allow me to burst your bubble. I completely reject the non-binary identity for many reasons. First of all, it entails absolutely nothing except fashion choices and stereotypes. These people actually have the most narrow-minded view of gender expression of any of us. They believe that if a girl has short hair or likes sports, she's not really a girl. Or if a man likes to dress in a way that's considered more feminine, he's not a real man. These are the exact same stereotypes that have been used against gay people for decades. No one can tell me what these genders represent beyond fashion. I mean, me personally, sometimes I like to dress like a 90s computer hacker, sometimes I like to look like Princess Frosty Locks over here. Guess what? That does not make me my own special gender. I completely reject the non-binaries being lumped in with gay people. Homosexuality is an involuntary trait. It is not a choice, unfortunately. And I resent us being grouped together when being a non-binary is a voluntary choice. We have nothing in common. And please let's stop calling the non-binaries trans. You are not transgender. You co-opt the experiences of transgender people to gain legitimacy for your flimsy identity. If your identity were legitimate, you wouldn't need to cosplay as another group. I will never indulge your delusions, I will never refer to a single person as a they-them, and you can either build a bridge and get over it, or find someone who gives a shit. Let's learn how to use all the LGBT terms in sign language. I'm a humanitarian, after all. Does this video have no sound? Oh, well, yeah, because... yeah. I feel like all of these are going to be exactly what you'd think they'd be. Lesbian. I like that. Because it looks like, you know, eating pussy. Okay, that looks like he has jizz stuck in his beard. Okay, that just looks like a violent hand job. Like, I dated that guy. Mark. Bisexual. That's perfect, because it's like half a fact. That's what the old mafia men used to do to signal someone's gay. They would be like... transgender. Okay, I like that. Very dramatic, like you're being turned inside out. Which actually, that's how they do the surgery. They take your and they turn it Just saying. I'm in hell. What? I love how all the other signs are simple. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and then the word queer needs to be complicated. Even in sign language.
I'd put you in summer camp, which you hated every minute of it. It was like an art club. The kids there were very artsy, fartsy, okay. And I mean, it was really a nice camp.
Sure.
I mean, I had to get rid of them some way.
Dick.
So I get a call one day from the guy, the head counselor at the camp. You know, your son Michael is being suspended for a week from camp, so please don't send him back here this week. I said, what are you talking about? You're telling me he's barred from going this week? What did he do that's so terrible? So he says, well, you see, they were in the bus. They were in the bus, and Michael was sitting in the back row, and he looked out the window, and he gave the finger to a midget. So I said, first of all, we call them short people. I laughed my ass off, and the guy got mad. He says, "You're barred too." I couldn't stop laughing. He gave the finger to a midget.
Very good, Mike.
Wow.
I said, boy, I mean, God
Did
almighty.
he say to you, I see where your son gets his attitude
oh,
from?
yeah. I used to get that all the time. I see where your son gets his.
Wow.
If you want to hear something iconic, listen to this.
Equality means being treated just as shitty as everyone else. Like we were talking about Dave Chappelle, who made fun of blacks, whites, gays, Jews, but only one group is so special that they cannot be joked about. Equality would mean making jokes at the expense of trans people, just like they do everyone else.
Okay,
But the community wants to be treated simultaneously as superior and as handicapped inferiors. And this is why the trans community is gaining a horrible reputation and acceptance is going down, because, no offense, but they are becoming the screaming baby on the airplane of America. And most people are ready to reach for the parachute and jump.
When people ask, "How are you single?"
Let's see, I'm crazy, I'm insufferable, I'm obnoxious, intimidating. I've been told I'm intimidating a lot. That's just because they're pussies, though. The last guy, told me I'm violent, but I think that was, in a liberal words or violence sort of way. I'll tell you exactly how. Do you want to hear a story? I'll tell you a story. So, years ago, I was living in this really shitty neighborhood in Brooklyn, and I'd gotten robbed. So afterwards, my dad got me pepper spray. He was like, here, take pepper spray and carry it around. So I started carrying it around in my back pocket. So I had a date one night. So we're sitting there having drinks, having a good time. Suddenly something feels really hot. And I realized it was leaking. I pepper sprayed my ass. How am I single? Who wouldn't want this?
1 minute story time.
So when I was 20, I got asked to model for a photo shoot for Interview magazine. So I get to the photo shoot, they put all this hookery, drag queeny looking makeup on me, and I'm wearing no shirt in the photograph. So for one shot, the photographer says to me, put your hand on your shoulder. Okay. So a couple weeks later, the magazine comes out, I go to get it. Of course, that's the shot they chose, and it looks like I'm covering breasts. So then I look at the article, realizing I should have asked up front, what is this for? And then I see it. People who are neither male nor female. And that is the first time I ever heard of the non-binaries.
How liberal men have sex.
He's got to be the most unsexual person on this earth. Can you imagine getting it on with him? It would be like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Okay. Is that okay? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Need more lubricant because
I'm sorry.
No, never
I'm
mind.
sorry.
My tiny penis slips easily inside and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I just came.
We just did it at the same time.
I was sitting in Los Angeles in my beautiful office of my own late-night talk show. Soon I would be driving my hybrid car to my beautiful fucking home to kiss my two beautiful and healthy children and my husband who had taken the year off to parent so I could focus on my career. And I have all of this! All of it! Because I was allowed bodily autonomy at 15! I will not be shamed into being quiet. We will not be shamed into being quiet. Never again! I will never stop talking about my abortion or my periods, my experiences in childbirth, my episiotomies, my yeast infections, or my ovulation that lines up with a moon. I want to talk to the kids. Parents watch the video and then hand the phone over to the young kids. Hi there. I get asked a lot, are you a boy or a girl? And I love that question. And so I wanted to just tell you, sometimes human beings are more than boy or girl. Sometimes we're both. Sometimes we kind of float in between. Sometimes we're boys, sometimes we're girl. Because human beings are creatures, and we're wild and exciting. But I want to ask you a favor. If you see a kid like me, or an adult like me, would you be extra nice to them?
Would you do me a favor and be very, very kind?
Yeah, like anybody, we can get lonely. And so, if you're kind to us, it would be really important. So remember, kids, only you can make 45-year-old men feel less lonely. Now remember, Aunt Jeffrey says that when Mom and Dad leave the room, that's a good time to be extra nice to us. Kids. Dead silence. You guys know I love me some killer dolls. This isn't just killer dolls, it's like killer ventriloquist dummies. Those things, they suck. Okay, so what happened was, back in the olden days, there was this old lady, and her name was Mary Shaw, and she was a, how do you call them? What's it called? The people who have the ventriloquist dummies. What are they called? Why am I stupid? The puppeteer. The puppets. She had the puppets. So there were missing kids. They, like, the townsfolk and shit, blamed her for the missing kids. So they, like, fucking lynched her, burned her at the stake or some shit. They offed this bitch. But the bitch didn't stay dead. So she came back through the puppets. Oh my god, it's so good. And they have like a little kitty nursery rhyme. Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her, do not scream. She'll rip your tongue out at the seam. And she does! This bitch does! That's why it's called dead silence, because they can't scream, they have to stay quiet, or she'll rip their tongue out through the puppets. Oh my god, it is so good. It's so good. I have a phobia of Clifford the Big Red Dog. I was traumatized by Clifford the Big Red Dog, and I have a very good reason. When I was in kindergarten, the kindergarten teacher told us, we have a celebrity who's coming to visit us next week. Clifford the Big Red Dog is coming here. She built this shit up for weeks. We had to do arts and crafts to give to Clifford, and we were all so excited. We were going to meet our hero, Clifford. Oh, and we were all told, you know, you need to be on your best behavior when Clifford the Big Red Dog comes. So finally, the big day comes. It's a class of like 25-year-olds. So we're sitting in the classroom, me and all the other kids, and all of a sudden, Clifford the Big Red Dog pops in through the door and is like, woof woof, hiya kids. And it's just a person in a furry suit with like a big Clifford head and big Clifford paws. So he like walks in and waves his paws at us. Oh my god, it was amazing. So everyone freaked out, all the little kids, everyone runs over to Clifford to hug him, everyone all at once. We were so excited. All of a sudden, I guess we made Clifford claustrophobic or something. All of a sudden, we hear, God damn it! Get away from me! Freeze! Back up! Get off of me! Freeze! The fuck? So, all of a sudden, Clifford takes off the fucking head, and underneath the costume is our kindergarten teacher. Not only did she decapitate Clifford, she was Clifford. So I guess we made her claustrophobic or something. So she has a full-on, like, emotional breakdown with the Clifford head in her hands, fuzzy red suit on, and just starts screaming at everyone, and takes this opportunity to tell all of her 5-year-old students, like, what she thinks about them. So, it was a mess. Everyone was crying. She stuck her big red paw in my face and was like, I know you stay up past your bedtime, and you need to stop putting clay on little girls' seats because parents are complaining about you, god damn it! And just starts screaming at everyone with the fucking Clifford head in her hands. So everyone was crying, everyone was traumatized. It was... So yeah, to this day, I still am very traumatized by fucking Clifford the big red dog. Don't talk to me about that fucking dog. We're not on good terms. God damn it, Clifford. I feel like if there's anything you need to know about, I call them the Alphabet Soup Club today, it is that they call themselves queer. This is the actual dictionary definition of queer. Worthless, questionable, suspicious, differing in some way from what is normal, of a questionable nature or character. Mentally unbalanced or deranged. And it shows. Now, don't get me wrong, I am mentally deranged for many, many reasons, but not because I'm gay.
I'm a straight white guy just like you, and I have no hate for other people. You wake up every day and hate people. How do you have energy for this?
No one hates
Go
anyone.
home.
I'm a gay man, and I don't want you people speaking for me, cutting up fucking children. At what age does a little girl have the right to a double mastectomy? You don't fucking speak for me. You straight liberals, you don't control shit.
You don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for performance of the Trans Activists National Anthem. So Dinesh D'Souza has a new documentary out. It's called 2000 Mules, and it shows some very compelling evidence of voter fraud in the 2020 election. Naturally, the media and the libs are flipping out. How dare he make this? This is dangerous. Documentaries are a threat to our democracy. God, liberals would never make a film questioning the outcome of an election. Except for stealing America vote by vote, hacking democracy, uncounted, unprecedented, interference, electoral dysfunction, I voted, American blackout, trumping democracy, Bush family fortunes, the best democracy money could buy, the best democracy money could buy, the case of the stolen election, whose vote counts explained, recount, suppressed, all in, 537 votes, agents of chaos, rigged the voter suppression playbook, Fahrenheit 9/11, Fahrenheit 11/9, and kill chain, the war on America's elections.
If we didn't have double standards, we'd have no standards.
And there's all this talk about the system is racist. They are the system. And then you guys want to give the system more power. Biden created this system, and Kamala Harris enforced the laws that he wrote. Whether it was the war on drugs, mass incarceration, or him passing laws that he wrote where he said the only thing we don't do in this bill is hang people for jaywalking. That's your beloved Democratic Party. Have you guys ever realized how the Star Wars sequel trilogy perfectly represents the last 3 Democrats to run for president? Check it out. Barack Obama is The Force Awakens. had so much potential, lived up to none of it, but it didn't have to be like this. There were all the ingredients for it to be good. What went so horribly wrong? And you thought this one wasn't that bad. It's the least awful of the three. But looking back, in hindsight, knowing how bad things are gonna get, kind of makes you look back and wonder if maybe this shit that you thought was so innocent was really what set all of these horrors into motion. Hillary Clinton is the last Jedi. Preachy and shrill, shits on everything that came before it, can't stand anything that doesn't conform exactly to their agenda. And whenever you're watching it, it feels like there's somebody standing behind you who just keeps tapping you on the shoulder, saying, hey, women can do anything men can do. You're like, okay, got it. Anything else? Oh, this wasn't what you wanted? Well, you will watch The Last Jedi, and you will like The Last Jedi. And if you don't, clearly you just hate women. The Rise of Skywalker is Joe Biden. Beyond all comprehension. How could a movie or a president this incompetent have ever been allowed to come out? There's no point to this. It's just emotionally manipulating you. It is spoon-feeding you your own spit up. Can't stick to one thread of logic at a time, can't finish a sentence or a plot point without going off on a million different tangents. It makes absolutely no sense. This is just insulting to our intelligence. You think we are that stupid to think that this is a movie? Slash president? And you thought what came before it was bad? But it wasn't this bad. I mean, at least The Last Jedi had nice cinematography. At least Hillary had a brain or a pulse. How are people okay with this? They're falling apart. Who thought that this stitched together zombie corpse of a movie slash president was a good idea? And now we get to watch Democrats do to America what these three movies did to Star Wars. You need to start saying no to these people. Remember, just say no.
Are you gonna use my pronouns?
No. But gender is a social construct. No. Are you going to wear a mask? No.
But if you won't sleep with a trans person, that's transphobia.
No.
Are you going to check your privilege?
No. You need to take the vaccine. No.
Will you accept the Black Lives Matter movement as your personal Lord and Savior?
No.
You need to apologize.
No.
But I'm gonna cancel you. You're canceled.
No.
You're a Nazi fascist racist.
No. The answer is no.